Yeah, so we have x1, y1, and we have x2, y2. Okay, this is x1, y1 in regards to angle B, and x2, y2 in regards to angle A. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the rest of the calculations. So let's use first of all the length of the segment, which is PQ. Okay, so I just want to make a quick recap. If we want to find the length of a segment, maybe let's say xy, okay, this is going to be the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, right? And so if we square both sides, we're going to remain with xy squared is equal to x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, now I'm only going to pick out this and apply it here. So I'm going to put PQ squared, which is this line segment. Okay, why? It is the one which is covering our area of A minus B. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So PQ squared is equal to cos A minus cos B squared plus sine of A minus sine of B squared. This is in the format of x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. Okay, for a line segment xy, but squaring, and when we squared both sides, the square root disappeared. Okay, that's how we have this, so please have that in mind. So remember that this is going to go to the left hand side. Okay, now what do we have on the right hand side? We are going to use the cosine rule. Okay, so that means that the cosine of A minus B, which is this angle in the middle here, come on, read aloud, is going to be equal to, yeah, so if we had such a triangle, once again, and this is A, it means that the cosine of A, if assuming this is A and this is B, is going to be equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2 if I had such a triangle, to remind you of the cosine rule, this is angle A, side A, angle B, side B, angle C, side C. Okay, it means that side A squared is equal to the other side, which is B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of A. Okay, in this case the A is right here, the other sides B and C is right here, 1 and 1, and then that's it. And the side we want to find is this, which is PQ. Okay, so let's go ahead and work this out. Okay, so that means that PQ squared again is equal to 1 squared plus 1 squared minus 2 into 1 into 1 cosine of A minus B. Now this is what we wanted to create this term. Okay, so now we're going to solve each side separately. Okay, so this is going to go to the right side. So let's go ahead and work with this. So this is how everything looks now, and if you know mathematics, you also see that this is equal to this. Okay, so after working out this and this, we are simply going to equate, and then we shall have our formula. So let's go ahead and do this together. So help me. This is what? Cos squared A minus 2 cos A cos B plus cos squared B plus sin squared A minus 2 sin A sin B plus sin squared B. Okay, so let's collect like terms. Okay, so the first like terms, we have this and this. Okay, so let's put them together. Negative 2 is cos A cos B minus 2 sin A sin B. Good. The next like terms, we have sin squared A and cos squared A. And somebody remembers something about that. Plus sin squared A plus cos squared A. Okay, and then what are the left like terms? Sin squared B and cos squared B. Okay, so plus sin squared B plus cos squared B. Good, so let's go ahead and factorize. So we are saying this is negative 2 into cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. We're done up to here. Plus, of course, you know this is in the similitude of sin squared theta plus cos squared theta, which is equal to 1. So tell me, sin squared A plus cos squared A. If you replace this A with theta, it is similar, so it will be equal. That means that this is equal to 1, and also this is equal to 1. You see that? So this is cheap work. So this is plus 1 plus 1. Okay, and so we are going to have 2 minus 2 into cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay, now let's go to the right side very quickly. What do we have? This is also 2 minus 2 into cos of A. Actually, we don't really need this. Cos of A minus B. Okay, so let's equate both sides. What do we have? That means that we are going to have 2 minus 2 into cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is equal to 2 minus 2 cos of A minus B. Now don't go ahead and just cancel like this. No, this is not correct. Okay, we have to follow rules. So what do we know? We have to take these 2 and bring it this side. Okay, how? By subtracting 2 on both sides. So if we say minus 2 minus 2, okay, so this is going to be 2 minus 2, and this is 2 minus 2. Now they will cancel. Okay, so if we are going to take these 2 to the other side, they're going to cancel. Then we shall remain with only the negative 2 and the negative 2. And if we're left with negative 2 and negative 2, we can also cancel the 2. Okay, and then we shall remain with our equation, which says, come on, read with me, these have cancelled. Why? Because we are dividing both sides by negative 2. Okay, so we are going to remain with cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is equal to cosine of A minus B, which is our identity. Thank you for attending this lesson. It's been a long journey, but trust me, the steps are simple. Okay, and I summarize them for you. Create an A minus B. Use the length of the line segment on the left side, and then on the right side use the cosine rule. That's it. Have a nice time. See you in the next lesson. We have something small left for you. Good luck.